the highest order. And when I spoke to my people and peers in my family, because I come from an army background, there was only one place I could have gone, a person like me, and that was the Special Forces. So, if you don't know the why of your life, you will not be able to succeed in life. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I always knew the why of my life. Even after quitting army, I knew I was not made for corporate. Doing jobs in corporate, and then they are clueless. Because they joined the job because they never knew what do they want in life. It is imperative, if you want to become a soldier, if you want to be in the army, if you want to be in armed forces, you want to become a doctor, you want to become a IS officer, you must, it should be your choice. It should not be compelled upon you. That is why I got the video for. So after joining the army, I volunteered for the Special Forces. So my first probation I could not clear. I am the only officer in the Indian Army who has done 3 para probations. There is nobody else. 2 successful and 1 unsuccessful. And let me tell you, surviving a day in a para Special Forces probation is surviving 1 year of your normal life. It's not easy. It is the hardest training known to man. You can be Usain Bolt, you can be Eliud Kipchoge, you can be Virat Kohli, but you cannot be a Special Forces guy. Because these people perform when their body gets rest. They perform in optimum conditions, 8 hours of sleep, proper nutrition. I'm not taking anything away from them. But what I'm trying to tell you is, when you do the double amount of hard work and you're giving 2 hours of sleep, that is what differentiates boys from men. That is what combat teaches you. That is what you are being trained for. You should understand that this is how it happens. This is how it goes. The corollary to be drawn from this is only one. Have outlandish dreams. My first point for all of you. I address so many people. People are clueless. They don't know. If you want to become an entrepreneur, earn 5,000 crores. That should be your aim. If you want to become maybe a scientist or maybe a doctor, be the best doctor in your field. Have a big dream. Don't limit yourself when it comes to dreaming in life, because dreams are not taxable. Are dreams taxable? No. You can dream. Anybody can dream. At least dream big. Why I say so? If you dream big, what will happen is the amount of labor and hard work you put in will be equally corresponding to your dream. It doesn't happen that I want to become a Special Forces officer and I run 2 kilometers every day. It doesn't happen. I have to run 10, 15 in my practice. In my academy days, when I was there, 2 months prior to when I got the unit, after the declassification happened, I used to get up at 3 in the morning. The whole my postmates used to sleep. 2:30. I used to get up, run for an hour, because the whole day drill practice used to go on for the POP. I used to get up at 2:30, run 12-15 kilometers inside the company in the academy. This is how you prepare yourself. You need to work hard in life. Nothing comes for free in this world. Everyone fights his own battle. Everyone needs to work hard. There are no free lunches. I'm telling you. I'm 46 years of age. I've seen life more than you. I'm telling you, kindly work hard. For you guys who are in this bracket sitting over here, ages 16 to 24 is your career building stage. Kindly stay away from distractions. Kindly stay away from distractions. There will be a lot of distractions. TV, Instagram, these are your times. culprits, which people tell me we can't get rid of reels and all those. Girlfriend, boyfriends, I'll leave it up to you. Our time it was non-existent kind of a thing. This time it is prevalent. It's your personal choice. Till the time that person starts impinging on your dreams, don't do it. Focus. Kindly focus on your goals, because many people meet me and then they are at 25 years of age. So we don't have attendance left for the combined defense services. What do we do now? Where do we go? So 16, when your NDA attempts start, or whatever, I mean to say, wherever you are heading, whatever you are planning to do, respect the time and age. You will not be able to study all throughout your life, unless you are a scientist or a doctor, but then also in special forces also we study a lot, but then it is profession oriented, because you need to empower yourself with knowledge. So kindly put in effort. First is dreams, then is setbacks and failures. Kindly embrace them. There is no one on this mother earth who does not see failure in life. Please. My first attempt, I come from a family of army guys. First attempt CBS. Okay, I was an arts graduate. Now there's another story to it. I'm an arts graduate. I've never studied mathematics and science after 10th class. So my CDS, I started studying. All my postmates, all my friends were doing well. They went into MBA and all that stuff. So I started studying. I cleared my first attempt for IMA. Okay, it was I think so 99 or 2000. And most of you might not have taken birth also. But notwithstanding, I did that. First attempt in SSB, screened out. Second attempt, again gave the CDS, cleared the written, conference out. Third attempt, I told my mother I'm not joining this organization. She told me, okay, go and give the paper. So in my camp, I was from Balakand. Chandigarh was the nearest center. I went, gave it half-heartedly. I cleared OTA, third attempt written. And for the first two attempts, I took coaching of SSB and all. Nothing happened. Tweaked certain things, and then I went for the third attempt for OTA SSB, and I cleared it. Okay. 3 failures. Failures and setbacks. Please make them your pillars of success. Don't get disheartened in life. There is nothing wrong in failing in life. Problem is when you start giving up. During the course of the talk, I will tell you how well you should not give up, how it is important to keep on moving one step forward. Always forward, never backwards. It is important for you. So I cleared the exam, went back over there. The greatest dream of my life. When I was like you, my brother-in-law happened to be in special forces. I took a maroon beret from him. I used to put it in my backpack. I used to keep it under my pillow and sleep. I went, volunteered, got 2nd Battalion, the Parachute Regiment Special Forces. My first probation I couldn't clear. 90 days. Physicals, all tests cleared. Nothing wrong with me. Didn't clear it. Sent back. Again went back to my parents' units. 4 months again. Volunteered for the 2nd probation. Earlier it used to be of 90 days. Then it became 180 days. It was 6 months probation. Did that. Cleared it. Stayed in the unit. 2 years with them. Differences within the team. Came out. Went back to my parents' unit. 8 Maratha. Served in Kargil in high altitude. Minus 40 degrees. 17,000 feet. Volunteered for Rashtra Rifles. When the tenure finished, then I volunteered for 7 Para Special Forces again. At the age of 29. And cleared the probation. And finally commanded that unit. Out of the 20 years of service, 12 to 13 years have been in counter-terrorist operations in Jammu and Kashmir. Intense. There's no, what you see on TV, people hanging their legs outside the aircraft and chopper and moving. It doesn't happen like that. It's not a glamorous world. It is not at all a glamorous world. If you're joining for money, kindly don't join the special forces and the army. If money is your criteria, hardcore special forces volunteers, there will be no family life. I have not seen my two sons grow. I have only seen them grow like this on the beds. Never like this. That is life. I had to block my wife because she couldn't stop calling me when I was in counter-terrorist operations. You have to do that. She doesn't understand what goes through. And army brats, if you've seen army life from your father's eyes, it's a misnomer. Being an officer in uniform, it's a totally different thing. Don't think that you have become army officer. As an army child, army officers, children, wife and dogs only have party. Army officer doesn't party. He's involved into various other things. Okay? So you need to understand these things very clearly. Where you are heading, what for you are heading. Every day during a counter-terrorist deployment, you don't sleep. You should have 4 cups of black coffee every night so that you don't sleep. Because every night you are out on operations. And it doesn't happen like this. You will go, kill, come back. 5 months, 6 months without kills. And when you don't kill a terrorist, people question your ability as special forces. You can keep long hair, beards, move around in baggies, but if you are not eliminating targets, nobody gives a damn who you are. So you need to be on top of your fitness and your tradecraft to perform every single day. Those things ingrained right now. You need to work hard on your life. It is a misnomer. If you are not working hard, if you are not doing your tradecraft well, if you are not firing every day, you will not hit the target. A terrorist in my life has never come at a time and he's like sitting over there relaxing and you kill him. He comes for 3 seconds. That is the window. If you can't hit the bullet and eliminate him, you have lost the battle. So opportunities will be fleeting. You need to understand that. Convert fleeting opportunities into success. That is more important. Okay. Then comes the part of setbacks and failures. Now, the other thing which I want to tell you is that there is no précis or pamphlet in the world which tells you how to kill a militant. It is your peers who tell you, your seniors who tell you how to kill them. It is you learn where to sit in an ambush. The SOPs only tell you that this is right, this is wrong, you can place the stops over here, you can cordon the house like this. That's about it. It doesn't tell anything else. It is your seniors who tell you how to engage on ground. So, what you need to understand, once you are cleared in the academy, you are in academy and you are like in a place where you should be, you should give that knowledge back to the future generations. You should share your knowledge with the future generations so that they can become better soldiers. If you are cleared CDS and you are in SSB and you are cleared, tell them the tips which you have so that they can do it that way. Okay, that is more important. And finally, once you have achieved everything, kindly give it back to this great nation to which you owe everything. You need to give it back. Okay? You need to give it back to the nation. That is called nation and community development. Why it is important? I meet so many speakers. I have attended, I think so 15-20 TED talks. I have met IS officers, influencers, actors, actresses. Nobody talks about giving back to the nation. Why? Is it only the Prime Minister's aim to make it the developed nation by 2047? Why it is not your aim? Anywhere you might go to Harvard, establish a business, at least contribute back to nation building. You must do it. It is important and imperative for every citizen of this great country to contribute back. If you are not doing it, there is something wrong. I am here, I've learned certain traits, I've learned certain skills. If I don't tell you about it, if I don't empower you, it's a waste. I've got a YouTube channel. When I was young and went into the academy, we went for a counter-terrorist operation. It was a 7-day operation. The first day, the strap of my rucksack broke. I used to put a line bedding, which you call a kind of a rope, and held it for 7 days. Walking in those mountains, it's not easy. You need to invest, lessons learned, you need to invest in your equipment. You need to take care and pride of your weapon and equipment. So when I make a video or a vlog on YouTube channel, I tell them how to tie a shoelace, how to select a rucksack. It is important because people in academy, people like you who are going over there, at least they have that knowledge and they don't learn things by falling on the ground. It is imperative for me to give it back. Similarly, it is imperative for you guys to give it back to the society. I'm not a great speaker. I speak from my heart. This is what I have to say as respect to the talk which I am supposed to give. Anyone with any kind of questions, any doubts, yeah, give me a minute.
Sir, I'm Rohit.
Wait just a minute. Yeah. So, anything you want to ask? Anything you want to ask about combat operations, your goals, your life, if I can help you, maybe have a better life. Yeah, you can ask me.
So I'm Rohit, and my question is, sir, I want to know the spirituality aspect of special forces and the combat life, like monk life, and can you please focus on the self-realization and how you conquered mind and the body faculties? As you know that while running 20 km or 40 or maybe more than that, like Joshan 100 km, after sometimes it's the mind that moves you forward and not just the body. So I want you to elaborate on that.
Spirituality, I don't know much about spirituality. I believe in Lord Shiva because I was saved. The guy shot me from here, 30 bullets. So I got saved. The grenade splinters are still there in my leg. I think so that's God. I believe in Lord Shiva, that's good. I'm a practicing Hindu, that's about it. And the resilience of the mind. Understand one thing. I always say that it is always about the heart and the mind and not about the legs when you run long distances. Pace yourself, your preparation will always play a role, but the mindset, when you are starting, remain in the kilometers. If you are running 100 kilometers, don't start thinking about the 100 kilometer at the first kilometer. Take it in a kilometer, first, 5, 10, 15, how your body is feeling, how your nutrition is going, how your electrolytes have to be refueled, how you going to do refueling. This is how you do it. Take one step at a time, break it into smaller things. The mindset, your goal, the mind will move mountains. You have not experienced that kind of thing. During the Hell Week, they don't let you sleep for even an hour. Okay? It's the mind use. So if you are on the 5th and 6th day, you start seeing things. Like this girl is sitting over here. It will appear that a goddess or a dinosaur is sitting. You will start having hallucinations. You are holding your body up front, you are walking and you sleep. It happens. But in your subconscious mind, because of your training, you always know this is the wrong, the right is there. So you keep on pushing forward. So the greater your goal is, if you always keep it in mind, you will be able to perform better. Never lose sight of your goal. There is nothing known as a special forces mindset. It is always a winner's mindset. That guy can be a rickshaw puller, that guy might be a combat operative, that guy might be a student, that guy might be an entrepreneur. A winner's mindset is what you should inculcate. Always keep it in the mind. Your goal should be of the paramount importance. When it becomes of paramount importance, rest everything should feel worthless around you. That is why you guys don't have that kind of vision and dream. You just focus on the goal. Okay, your body will ache. You are lifting 35 kg on your back. You are carrying with all ammunition. You are walking on mountains. You will feel the pain in your shoulders. But that is how you move forward. That is how you go. Remain in the kilometer. Keep on moving ahead. Embrace the pain. And remember why you are doing it, because you like it. That is why the first point, the why. When the why is clear of your life, if you don't want to be in special forces, if you want to have a good life, a respectable life, have girlfriends, then maybe a good family life, don't come to special forces, join some other arms of the army. Why are you coming? People ask me, how much is the allowance? You don't join special forces for allowance, it's a way of life. You don't join special forces or even for that matter army if you are looking, you will get a decent amount, you will have a decent life, but you will not have a lavish life. You can't own a Lamborghini on a officer's pay. It's a government job. You need to understand, if you want to own a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, become an entrepreneur, join corporate. Why are you having that kind of dreams in your life? Don't do it. So you need to be crystal clear. Once you are crystal clear, then things will fall in place. I hope I have answered that. Sure. Anyone else? Yeah, please.
So I have two questions to ask. First question is, how to handle the thoughts that all of this your hard work would go in vain when you will die one certain day?
Yeah, okay.
So this is my first question.
Answer it first.
Yeah, sir.
Die. Life and death is, you don't hold it, man. It's the Almighty or some great power which holds life and death. Okay. There were counter-terrorist operations in Jammu and Kashmir and South Kashmir, Pir Punjab ranges, tracking guys for 3 months. One fine day we get the input in the afternoon. There are two guys in a Dhok, which is a summer establishment where the locals stay in the village. In higher reaches they make a dhok so that they can take the cattle over there. Because we couldn't take a bigger party, surprise would have lost. We launched with 2 squads. Special forces, 1 squad is 6 guys, and yeah, there were 2 squads. One under me, one under me. We went to the house, cordoned it with whatever manpower. Rashtra Rifle was on the fringes because we didn't want too much of movement. We went inside the house, started searching the house. There was nothing in there. We banged the the walls, because sometimes in the walls, if you find a hollow sound, they make hideouts over there. Then there was an opening from the first floor. There was an opening in which a sack was lying. Basically at night they throw the fodder inside to the cattle in the ground floor. Okay. But picked it up, put my barrel of my weapon, checked it like this. My buddy was there. I checked it. Nothing, one sack was there. I turned back. This guy stands up from inside. And you have a peripheral vision in which you see a guy stand. He fires 30 bullets at me. From this distance. Okay. I don't know how did he miss it. I fired my weapon because I was in a position like this. So my sling and my weapon was like this. It fired over here. My bullets went to the roof. It could have never hit him because I was not in an angle only. We fired from this, life is saved. Put my buddy, we went out of the window, he lobbed 2 grenades. The grenades splinters are still there in my legs. My buddy was a little bit more injured, he was evacuated in the night. I stayed there for the night. One terrorist tried to escape, we shot him on the window itself. The other guy who had shot at me, the firefight continued for the whole night. We called in reinforcements, it was November. Higher reaches it was snow, not in the areas of operation. And whole night that he went, some cattle he took out, I shot the cattle so that he couldn't go out. So that is life. Jump from a C-130 aircraft in middle of the desert. If a C-130 you exit is onto the left, for AN-32 it is just you go outside. Hit the, my shoulder hit the, it was a team exercise in Jaisalmer. It hit, my shoulder hit the exit. My position went wrong, canopy didn't deploy, The rigging lines were on top of it. I tried to open my rucksack. The lever got jammed. Everything went haywire. I landed in the undershoot in a diesel. Undershoots are not cleared of obstacles. I could have died that day. Survived with an ankle. It broke. It broke from 2 seconds. Life and death, you don't control it. It is the Almighty who controls your life and death. And a person who says God does not exist, then he has not seen life or death. I've given you 2 incidents where I could have died. One fine day, 2002, with 5 months of service, I'm traveling in a convoy from Banihal to Srinagar. There's a place known as Kazikund. People who might have gone to Srinagar. Lower Munda is the clear place. I'm traveling in that convoy. The bus up ahead of me gets blown up by, I'm sitting on the first post. Out of the 35 troops, 30 troops got killed. It was on the side of the mountain. It went like this. Bus fell 100 feet down below in the valley. 35 we lost. 35 was the guys who were traveling in that. We lost 30 guys in one single shot. And I could see the bus blow up in front of me. That guy who killed him was Abid Kachuru. He was the ID expert of Hizbul Mujahideen. We eliminated him in 2009. 3 years later, in a place known as Kanwar. Okay, that is life and death. You don't control it. I could have been dead any moment of my time. These are the 3 which are the closest. There are many which I have been saved. I don't know. You don't control it. So don't mull over it. Who will live and who will die? It's a wrong notion. You don't control it. Live your life as if it is the last day of your life and enjoy your life. The second question. You got it. You got the answer.
So
It's still not partially, so that is what I can say. Yeah. Tell me.
You told us to find our why. So how can one find why, as he gets confused in so much confusion nowadays?
What do you want to do in life?
So I personally,
Yeah.
I
What do you like? What do you want to do in life? Yeah. Tell me.
Sir, I want to go in Delhi Police.
Delhi Police.
Yes, sir.
That is your why. Join Delhi Police. Who's stopping you? Don't join CRPF. Don't join army. Don't join anything. Delhi Police is your why. Go and join it. Who's stopping you? That is your why. You like it. That's what it is. Yeah. Please feel free to ask.
Myself, as you all know that you have mixed up for mountains and you took voluntary posting at Siachen, so I'd like you to.
So I never served in Siachen. I was in high altitude.
Yes, sir. So anything, any lessons or some experience you learned from the mountains in your experience of special forces?
Gratitude.
Yes, sir.
Gratitude is the lesson of living each day and surviving. You guys have not seen life and death closely. I tell you again and again the things. What I'm trying to tell you, once you see life and death up close, you must have gratitude. Gratitude of being in this great country. Gratitude of having a warm meal. In high altitude, I was at 17,000 feet at minus 40 degrees. One fine day, the Pakistanis opened up the fire assault. You move into the foxholes. I was with my parents today, not in special forces, they gave Parata. To move into the foxholes. Now foxholes, as a young lieutenant with 2 years of service and 24 years of age, 24, 25 years of age, I went into a foxhole and I didn't take my buddy did not take the big stove which we used to, because you need to keep yourself warm. The fire assault lasted for 3 or 4 hours. I was like half dead. I thought my fingers and hand will be amputated. But luckily I survived. The advanced winter stocking happens from 1st November to 31st of May. You don't get fresh food over there, brother. The routine sabzi which you see, na? Dal, sabzi and all. It is all dehydrated stuff. You will sleep on a bed. There are 84 items of special rations. There will be ghee, 10 type of chocolates, name a chocolate in the world, it will be there. You don't feel like it. So once you come back and have a sip of warm tea, that is gratitude in life. It teaches you gratitude. Seeing another day and seeing, there are places. I was in a United Nations mission in South Sudan. We went on, we came back from leave. There was a airport with ATC, but nobody was manning it. Aircrafts used to land and go like that. So much of poverty. In 2 days, a human being gets one meal, complete one meal is in 2 days, one guy gets, one person. There's so much of poverty in this world. And we talk of India not being a it's not a good place to be. You have not seen life at the far end of the spectrum. Once you see that, it will teaches mountains and all these experiences teaches you that you should be full of gratitude for life, that you are getting what you are getting. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Anything?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Yeah, please ask.
Hello sir, myself Singh. I want to ask two questions. First one is, I don't think so, but there is a saying that Fauji is pagal. I don't think so, but maybe it's because of aggression, more aggression, मतलब normal people are putting. तो sir, आपके view क्या है इसके? There is a saying in society.
Not normal duties for road opening parties and normal military operations they employed. So there is no restriction. There is a person on ground. Tasking is done. You have certain SOPs, you have certain terms of references which you need to take care of, and thereafter you are the king on ground. If I am sitting in Agra as a commanding officer, my captain or my troop commander is operating in North Kashmir or South Kashmir in Shupiyan or Pulwama district, I cannot tell him, I can only tell him be safe and think what he's done wrong. He's trained to do that. Yeah, so that is how it goes. There are no restrictions per se, but yes, certain guidelines we do take care of.
Jai Hind, sir.
You are the lady. Yeah, please.
So, multiple times here you have said that your vision should be very clear. You must know why you want to do something.
Yeah.
So, sir, can you please help us or guide us that how do we know our why? For instance, if I talk about myself, if someone asks me what do you want or at least what career do you want to pursue, I have 4-5 things going on my mind. So, I'm unable to decide what is my passion. Please help.
Which is the closest to your heart?
That
Of the
is
5 things.
So that I don't know. That is the difficult part.
Then what are those 5 things?
Okay, first is public speaking. I love anchoring. I love speaking in front of audience. That is first. I feel good when I step on the stage. That is first. Second, I'm very much interested in diplomacy and bureaucracy. I wish to join Indian Foreign Service. That is second. Third, I am very much interested in government policies. कोई भी scheme या कुछ आती है that goes into journalism. I wish to go deep inside things. So if I choose one, बाकी की नहीं हो पाएंगे and I feel bad about that. So how do I decide?
You are first. You said no, 1, 2, 3.
The order doesn't matter. If I speak about the same thing to others, I have asked the same question to multiple people and उसमें order पहले कुछ
Just tell me, once you read or once you speak or once you do a thing, which gives you the most pleasure?
That is the problem. That is
That's it.
I'll be honest, I don't want to choose. For example,
I'll tell you one thing.
yeah,
Join the IFS,
yeah.
okay? So, then become a politician. If you are not a good orator,
Yeah.
if you are not a good orator, you cannot be in politics. And your love for the stage, learn the nuances of how the bureaucracy works. Take what you can absorb. If you will ask me if I want to become, if I join politics, what would I like to do? Okay, I will become the Prime Minister of India. I will change this nation. That is my aim. And dream big. Don't settle less than being the Prime Minister of India if you are coming into politics. So what you have done is, you have done your groundwork and you have, in your subconsciously, you have trained that mind. When I used to go for my tuitions, I used to bunk them. You understand it?
Yeah.
As a student, I used to bunk my tuitions and go to the cricket ground. My mind used to work out like that. When I went into special forces, it became a boon for me.
Did you used to bunk SSB coachings? No?
Because my life used to depend on it. But yes, mathematics tuition I used to bunk. I used to go out, have a cigarette, eat chutki, come back in my home and sit. So what I'm trying to say is, in the subconscious mind, your brain is doing. I'm not saying get into cigarette smoking. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that please bunk your. But what I'm trying to tell you, your subconscious mind is making you go towards a particular thing. It's a wrong kind of it's a grey kind of an answer. But what you can do is join IFS, see how diplomacy works, come back into politics, and then have your Mann Ki Baat. Understood?
Then sir, sir, my question is regarding leadership.
Yeah.
As you stated that when you are sitting in Agra, you can like tell ki you need to do this. But in a situation where people are pulling you down, you don't have any authority. What will you do?
You will look like a man who doesn't do what he wishes to do. Do I look like a man? Then do whatever you want to do.
So my
Within the norm.
My question is, in my hostel, I want to improve the things. But when I am telling the people, they are not understanding that thing. What can I do?
need to come into the management of the person.
I mean,
As a
management-
student, you can't do much about it. You cannot do much about it. As a lieutenant in the army or a captain in the special forces, I wanted to do many things, but there was commanding officer and the second in command on top of my head. So I used to say, "Yaar, ye aisa nahi hona chahiye." So I waited 15 years. When I became the commanding officer, then I implemented all those things. So in case you want improvement to be done at this stage, you must wait for your time. You must come into the management and become, I think so, principal of that, whatever institute is there, and then enforce or bring changes. Because you need to have that position, that designation to make changes happen.
Gain authority basically. By working on your gain authority by
Yeah,
working on
obviously,
yourself.
obviously working on it. It will take time, but it will come. It will not come now because you don't have authority, so people will not listen to you. So you come to that level and then proliferate. You have to wait. That is how. That is natural line of, I would say, progression.
Sir,
Yeah, please.
sir,
Yeah.
sir, my question is, sir, sir, how to come out of your shell, sir?
Well, you are already out of your shell.
Can you recommend something, sir, which, sir, I can do, sir, for my, like, people like my age, so that they can do certain things?
You feel underconfident when in speaking.
Failures or, sir, uncertainty, like fear of uncertainty. So I just move back.
No, the point which needs to be understood is that once you take, there are two type of people. Have you ever seen a dog? Okay. You will keep on pestering him, you will keep on cornering him, and once you corner him completely, he will fight back. So always have a dog's mentality. Okay. Failures, once you are being pinned down to a corner, fight back. When there is no other option left, a person fights back. So in your case, like you have inhibitions of, suppose you are not confident of speaking in public, kindly get up, go to a mirror and practice speaking. Start seeing yourself and transforming yourself as an individual. That is 90% of the guys do in special forces. Every morning, you get up, go for a run. Normal individuals run 5. A special forces guy will run 15. Just to prove that he is the alpha. Just clap your hand and say that you are the best, and this day I am going to be my best self. Believe in yourself. Setbacks and failures will come. Don't let them dictate you. And most importantly, for people you have a lot of self-love. What is self-love? Anyone? Nobody knows about self-love.
So it can be the thing which you like running.
No.
Admiring yourself.
Taking pride.
So thinking of self first,
Admiring
placing oneself first
No.
in place of
Not
others.
being selfish, but doing things what you like to do. You want to watch OTT, Netflix. It distresses you. Kindly watch it, but not at the cost of it. You want to go to a movie. Don't ask your girlfriend, will you come along? Go alone. What I'm trying to say is invest in yourself. Stop seeking recognition from people whether I look good or not. You like to wear jeans with t-shirt, okay, or with a shirt open. Your mother says underdog is good. You do what you like and feel confident about yourself. Invest in yourself. Nothing is going to happen in this world. Don't seek recognition from your best friend to say that you are looking good today. Seek recognition from yourself. I am the best. I am looking good. If you are comfortable with your own self, you will find that kind of positivity around. People, look, अच्छा मैं ठीक लग रहा हूँ, उससे पूछेंगे दूसरे से, वो बोलेगा नहीं लग रहा है, तो इसका मोरल डाउन हो जाएगा. I should do that. Invest in yourself. Whatever you feel like doing, reading a book, going for a movie, don't ask other people कि मेरे को बताओ कि मेरे साथ चलो, खुद चले जाओ. Does it make a difference? It doesn't make a difference. How does it? I don't know. I'm able to convince you on that, but then try it. Okay, don't. You got the answer little bit.
Yeah, I got it.
Little bit.
Yes, sir.
Be very positive. Yeah, the lady over there.
Jain sir,
Yeah.
my question revolves around empathy.
Everyone, we have a lot of other events planned for you, so we will have like last 5 questions if sir agrees.
नहीं, let them ask. मेरे को तो कोई. Let them ask many
Okay.
questions. Let them ask. Yeah.
So, sir, my question revolves around empathy. Like the special forces, it demands aggression. So, how do you ensure that your actions align with empathy and humanity, and especially in the conflict zones?
Okay. So once you see a lot of violence in your life, there is one part which is developed very considerably. That is compassion. Okay. I had my buddy shot in the head and 16 bullets on his chest. A day prior, he was 1 month into marriage. I was 23 years of age. 1 month into marriage, we used to go to operation. We used to carry one sleeping bag so that the weight could be less. He used to sleep. We talked about. He was from Maharashtra. I was from Punjab. Never met each other in our lives. United during our probation, and we used to talk everything, discuss. We used to make, because we used to stay in blocks, and there was a kind of environment we got. So we used to put tadka in my dal and get it for me. I used to have food with him. Whatever we could talk. Obviously, he was not as educated as me, but then we were in the same world. One fine day, he's not there no more. And at that young age, when you see life and death so closely, at 23, 24, you feel like tearing that place down. So what I'm trying to tell you is that the compassion which you are talking of, or empathy, combat teaches you a lot. I might be a very emotional person when it comes to firing people. Okay, because I don't do it. But I find people much more brutal in firing people in civil rather than in army. I mean to say that it teaches you a lot about love. So that kind of policy. It is not that I'm saying you will totally digress from the things, but extreme violence teaches you the value of human life. So those kind of emotions are also there. It is not blatantly you are killing people and there is nothing happening to you. So it is there, but the point is that we are able to suppress them when it is not needed. I cannot be emotional, and one fine day I'm doing a counter-terrorist operation. In Valley, I'm searching a house, and the moment I come out of the house, go for the second house, my mobile rings. I pick it up. My wife says that, why have you not transferred the money for the school students' fees? I blocked her for the next 4 months. I might be totally wrong about it, but she doesn't understand that a guy is over there. Nobody in my family, they knew that I am operating in Jammu and Kashmir, but which part, which place, how, they don't know. They are not supposed to tell that. So you understanding what? So once I went back home, my mother and my wife took class of me. There is no problem. But the point is, you need to keep those emotions suppressed for some point of time. It is imperative. You will not be able to do your job. It doesn't mean that you are oblivious to the fact that compassion doesn't exist. It's not that. But you are getting something. So it will remain, but to balance it out. Certain places.
Jain sir, my name is Dia. I want your honest opinion. Is Indian Army suitable for women? Because हम सुनते हैं कि भाई क्या तुम्हें जंग में भेजेंगे क्या?
Yeah. It's suitable.
Do you think it's suitable?
But why that kind of doubt in your mind? Who tells you that it's not suitable? So many women officers are there in the for combat might be 50-50, but for administrative and support roles, they are equally suited. They are doing well. It is very much suitable.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Yeah. Okay, हाँ.
Then sir, I am Cadet Amis. Sir, I want to know if we are supposed to lead a team in which most of the buddies or members are emotionally oriented. I mean, they act on how they're feeling, not on what is required to be done. And at that time, you are supposed to achieve one of the greatest ends. How will you make that happen?
Make them less emotional. Make them less emotional. Take the humane aspect out of their mind. Train them hard. Motivate them. The first and foremost important is mission accomplishment. Rest, everything comes later. If you are all in a group, motivated towards doing one task, then you should motivate them. People who don't fall in line, kick them out. People who fall in line, kick them. It is always better to have 10 lions rather than 500 sheep. Okay? So motivate them towards the aim. Your goal should be like everything for you.
So,
Yeah.
so you talked about.
Are you an army officer, sir?
No, sir. So you talked about setting up goals and having a vision. So if a person is able to do it, but he's not able to be consistent with it or getting distracted, so what should he do? And so what is consistency according to you?
Because your goal is not big. That is why inconsistency sets in. It is not an overbearing factor for you. If it is an overbearing factor, if you don't think anything else apart from your goal, you will not deviate left, right, center. Because it is still somewhere in your heart and your mind, you are not totally driven towards that task. That's why distractions come in. I am yet to see a man who's totally driven, or a woman who's totally driven towards the aim and having a distraction.
So how can we do that? Like how can we overcome?
Make your goal overbearing. Make your goal the most important thing in your life, I'm telling you. Once you do that, everything will fall in place. All distractions will go. It means that you are not totally devoted towards your goal. That is why it is happening. There is no distractions as such. What distractions you have? Instagram. Girlfriend. Friends. Banish them. Don't look at them, yeah. Both of them, take them out of your life. Once you achieve the goal, then you can. But if they are helping you, please be with them. Okay?
Sir, my question is, how to build a new habit? As by doing, there are many constraints. And once we build it, how to be consistent?
Okay, now this is a very good question. How to build a new habit? When I was young, in your age, I wanted to become a cricketer. My father used to tell me to read one newspaper. Okay, and I used to put my cricket bag and go to the ground. 12 hours I used to play. He used to tell me to read books. I never used to read. Fast forward to this present time. I wanted to empower myself to become a better human being, a better entrepreneur, a better person, because I conduct these motivational talks for many people. So I wanted to empower. Now I read 4 newspapers. I read 6 books at a time. I'm writing one book. And during my formative years, I was a very, very shy child. I was not very confident in English like you guys are. Okay, I was very, very underconfident. My sisters, they were like they were Loreto convent educated, coming first in class. I was like just roaming in the air. Mummy ne idhar se laat mari, daddy ne idhar. And now I defeat them hollow. They are nowhere. Nobody is writing a book. Nobody is bigger than me. I've turned the tides 20 years down the line because I wanted to change it. Once you are making a habit, give everything to it. One point I forgot. Kindly read. Kindly read, all of you. It is imperative. I also used to be, and your age never used to do that. But it empowers you. The more knowledge you have inside of you, the better you will be able to, the more confidence you will get. Okay? You guys, you ask me, na? Read. Because itni knowledge acquire kar loge, kahin to baatoge usko. You have to take it out somewhere. So in that case, empower yourself. Kindly read. Whatever genre you want to read, there is no problem. Adventure, thrillers, history, military history, civilization. There are many things. But kindly, I am talking of general reading, not your academic books. Kindly invest. It is very important. That is how you do it.
Hi guys, so as the session comes to a conclusion, we have room for one last question.
Yeah.
And this question, sir, I would request goes to my co-cadet Sergeant Abhishek. He is an aspirant to join the Para Forces. Today he had his interview scheduled with the Red Hackle. It's a podcast by NCC. But I told him कि आज session है हमारा. तो सर भाई आज कर्नल शिवेंद्र आ रहे तो मैं नहीं जा रहा Red Hackle मुझे तो session attend करना है.
So, in your journey, you have seen one of the most worst scenarios in life. So, after seeing all of that, what is the next aim you want to take? What is the next step?
The next step is already there. I want to become an entrepreneur. I'm not the thriving one. I want to earn 10,000 crores. I want to earn 10 Lamborghinis. That is my next aim. Entrepreneur, professional aims. Always in your life, remember, you should have a personal, a professional aim and a physical aim in your life. Invest yourself in physical fitness. It is imperative for you guys. Kindly have, never retire from life. Never call yourself a retired guy. Till your last dying day, work hard. Have a professional aim. Have an aim of your best, of your favorite hobby or whatever pursuits you have. Have an aim. You will be driven towards life. You must do that. It is imperative. Yeah.
Sir, I one personal question.
Yeah, personal.
I like to do long distance running.
Yeah.
So it will be my pleasure to have a race with you.
What is your age?
So 19.
I'm 26. But how much distance you want to run?
So we'll do a 10-kilometer run.
You will be better at your senior health. But I will compete with you. You can come to Gurgaon.
Oh, sir. Sure, sir. So your schedule is fixed.
Yeah, but I'm traveling. You must ask me the date and time.
Oh, sir. I'll be in your contact, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
In a sentence, driven.
One more thing, sir.
Yeah.
Like I would like to do some knuckle push-ups.
Come outside.
So,
Guys, we'll be doing the knuckle push-ups just after 10 minutes in basketball ground. Everyone is invited, but till then you're gonna have to hold your horses.
Yeah, plan B. I get a close protection officer's course. I started a company of my own. I invested 30 lakhs. That is not a sliding business. So now I am diversifying into personality development, announcement, right? That is plan B.
so
Yeah. Are you hitting the nail? Are you reaching the standards where you have to be at this age? Are you lucky at all those things? Leave it. Go for it. You are wasting your time. Don't get infatuated with a dream. At 19 years of age, I knew I could not become a cricketer. I had to diversify. Kindly diversify. Never reinforce a failure in life. Okay?
So, I just want to add on a point. Is it necessary to have a plan B for aspirant or if you choose a career?
Like if you will ask me when I didn't become a cricketer, plan B was forces. But in special forces, when I was volunteering, there was no plan. So it depends how much and how far you taking that plan.
Sir, in SSP, if interviewing officer asks you, what will you do if you will not select?
Then tell the plan B. SSB, be very careful that it is a it can be manipulated. I did it. We might not understand that. He might, I don't know. But the point is, it is a German technique of selecting officers in the Second World War. Had it been such a great technique, then all 100% army officers would not have joined for job now. Everybody would have been a patriot. And there won't have been any desertions in the World War II by German officers. They surrendered. Name a battle when the Allied turned the tables against the Axis of Barbarossa in Stalingrad. Wherever you see it, North African campaign, they surrendered. So it is a faulty technique. Why do you make SSB such a big hawa? And once you are into the academy, you will find कि भाई ये भी officer बन रहा है. And when you are into the army, you will find ये भी officer है, ऐसा भी होता है. It is always, don't get overawed by SSB and all these things. It is part of your life. Embrace it. Make certain changes to your schedule. Have a charted course. Join it. Because nobody knows why did he clear the SSB. I don't know. I was never a trained psychologist. I might be in my dossier, if I check, might be 100th guy in my course. But I can vouch for it. The first guy is not motivated and a more patriot than me. I can challenge it. I can challenge it right now. Why do you let a course or a career define yourself? Why? It's not required.
So in that positive note, let's end the session. For this amazing session, we would like to give the pod from NCC HANSRAJ to Colonel Shivendra sir.
What?
Yes sir. Guys, let's wait 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, we'll all go to the basketball court, hit some knuckle push-ups with Colonel Shivendra sir. Till then, we have a video we want to show to you.